Hey there, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm DGW. Now I like creating tutorials that go over an entire section of the game, so perhaps it's role or it's something about spawning or how not to get killed. But generally speaking, a tutorial has a lot of information and it would perhaps be helpful if I make some shorter videos diving down into one straightforward aspect of the game. These videos will therefore be a lot shorter, a lot easier to watch, and there's not that much information in one single video. For this segment of videos I've come up with the very original name of Quick Tips. I know I'm not going to win any prizes with that name, but hey, you know what it's going to be about and that's the point. And in this first iteration of Quick Tips I want to go over the placement of your nodes. As of update 10, an engineer can only build one full set of nodes. So the idea about what I'm going to tell you in this video is not only for one single engineer, but the 3 engineers that will all be placing their nodes. This setup of building nodes utilizes the fact that nodes built in the HQ sector will remain active until you actually lose the entire battle, whilst also utilizing the cooldown bonus it has for deployables for support players and infantry that has ammunition. As every map in Hell Let Loose will be different, the exact placement on the map obviously depends on how your map is looking, but this idea can be transferred and utilized in every single map/battle in the game. What you can do is get a supply truck and drop your supplies in the second sector just across the border from the first. Nodes can be built within 50 meters of those supplies. So even if those supplies are in the second sector, if they're close enough to the border you can still build your nodes in the first sector. 2 engineers can do this at say the far end of the map. Again, depending on how the map looks, this is going to be slightly different from what you see on screen. But by implementing this strategy, the team will always have plus 50 of each resource for the remainder of the game until you actually end up losing the last point. And if that happens, the game's over, so it doesn't really matter. The third set of nodes can be built further up into the battlefield, at the closest attacking garrison that you have, or be placed in a defensive situation close to the point that you want to defend, so that everybody spawning in that area has the benefit of this cooldown bonus. Now for you that don't know, everything that you can deploy in the game, so either ammunition or supplies dropped by infantry, suffers from a 5-minute cooldown. However, if you walk within the yellow circle around a node, that is reduced by 2.5 minutes. So the cooldown is no longer 5 minutes, but 2.5 minutes or less, and this is called the cooldown bonus. This third set of nodes could be considered mobile. What I mean by that is that if need be, you can take them down and rebuild them in a place where they might be more useful for the cooldown bonus. For instance, if you are attacking the final position of the enemy, it might be more useful if that cooldown bonus is active close to that position instead of halfway across the map. Hopefully you find this tip useful and you can utilize it in the battlefield. If you want to learn more about the engineer role, I've got a full-length tutorial for that, and if you want to learn more about other aspects of the game, I've got a playlist full with tutorials. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if there's anything you want to ask, just do so in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.